What's good, everybody? It's your boy, the almighty Riff 16, back here with Ty,
the Jet.
5-3 Franklin.
Hey man, 5-3. we rebounded. Like we working back towards it. Last
back
week,
up.
Before it was 2-6. Now we at 5-3. We getting better. You had a good week though.
Yes, I did.
7-1.
7-1.
Can't beat that. That's good.
Fucking Cowboys.
The goddamn Cowboys. Like I always say, fuck them. They're not going anywhere. They're not going to the Super Bowl. They might not even make it to the NFC Championship.
You'll never be nothing.
Yeah.
You'll never
So all you Cowboy fans out there, you guys are going to fucking fold as usual like you did for the past 30 years. So just get ready for it, you delusional Cowboy fans.
Well, I wasn't going to take it that far, but just like you say about the Falcons, fuck the Cowboys for that.
Yes.
Overtime bullshit.
Yeah.
But, yes, 7-1. So, we had a very winning Sunday this past Sunday. But what were your takeaways from last Sunday, man?
Yeah, so there's a few games that stood out. Obviously, the game that stood out the most to me was my Giants. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And we did exactly what I said we were going to do. We're going to go to Washington. We're going to pack the stadium, and we're going to beat them like we did. That was a huge game for us because it put us in the 6th seed to get into the playoffs. So right now we're at like an 85% chance to actually lock in and get into the playoffs. This week we have Minnesota at Minnesota. In order for us to get into the playoffs, the Giants will have to beat Minnesota, either Detroit, Seattle, or Washington. 2 of those 3 teams have to lose this weekend, along with a Giant win. So I think those matchups are favorable for them to lose. So with that being said, we just got to go out there and do what we got to do, and I think everything else will fall in line.
Okay.
But that was like the main game that stood out to me, man.
Speaking of the Vikings, man, that was I ain't gonna lie, that first half, I was like, I'm ready to cut this off. I'm about to go handle some other business. I'm not finna watch this shit.
Yeah, fucking the Colts, man.
Then
Trash.
I looked, and I was like, what? They done came back.
Yeah.
Greatest comeback in NFL history.
So what does that say about the Vikings, though?
Listen, it says that the Vikings are very dangerous in the playoffs. If you're a team that jumps out to an early lead on them, that lead is not safe. They have proven it time and time again that they know how to come back.
Against who?
How many times did they come back this year?
Against who? Who did they beat worth a fuck besides the Bills?
How many times did they come back, though, in a game?
Everybody. So here's my opinion.
It's a lot of fighting dogs this season, though. Even
that was
teams.
the Colts. They shouldn't have went down that bad against the Colts to begin with.
They should not have.
At home.
However, the defense is
atrocious. I finished the word for you.
The Colts defense is not bad, bro.
Look, pretty bad. To allow them to come back.
Well, to allow the comeback, but I'm saying
bad.
But I'm saying, for the most part, this season, the Colts defense hasn't been terrible. Like, they've had some very bright spots on defense. Matter of fact, that's what held them together in a lot of games was the defense.
Well, we do know the Colts are not a playoff team. So,
no, they're not. They're absolutely not.
For them to do that to the Vikings, which is a playoff team, is pretty embarrassing for the Vikings. Like I was saying earlier, the only notable win that they really have that's worth of them is against the Bills in overtime, which is probably the best game of the season all year. But that's the most notable win. They got their ass blown off by the Dallas Cowboys 40-3 at home. Okay. Right? So any playoff teams that they played, it didn't look too good. Everybody else that they beat, they either won by a small margin or they lost.
I mean, I feel you.
So when it comes down to them, trying to go deep into the playoffs, I don't see it.
I don't know about deep, but I said they're dangerous. If they get down, especially against them earlier games, it's dangerous.
So you think, okay, we talking NFC here. So who they would probably play, Dallas, they already played them, so they can play them again in the playoffs. You think they can beat
they'll
them?
have a better game because Dallas has looked bad.
Okay. What about the 49ers? You think they could beat the 49ers?
They down Debo Samuels. They down Jimmy Garoppolo now. It's a different team. They still got some firepower.
The defense is still solid.
The defense
Best
is
in the
still the
league.
defense. But
What about Philly? Think they could beat Philly?
I don't think they beat Philly.
Okay. So those are like the top 3
I don't
powerhouse
think they beat
NFC
Philly.
teams right there, and I don't think they could beat them in the playoffs.
But if they're a higher seed, because they're a 2 seed, they're going to be facing someone who's a lower seed, such as, say, if they played against Washington.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think the Vikings capable of
I don't
beating
think Washington getting in.
Okay, if they played against Seattle or Detroit.
Yeah. Well, we seen
They're
Detroit
capable.
beat them.
Detroit beat them,
Yeah.
but it was a close-ass game, too.
Detroit beat them.
Detroit is hot.
At
Fish
home.
grease, though.
At home.
Detroit hot as fish grease, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, hey, speaking of that, so since we getting into that and getting into who beating who, let's get into the rundown of this week.
Let's talk about it.
And let's see, where you think we're going with these games. So,
What we got?
first up, home team, baby. Atlanta Falcons versus the Baltimore Ravens.
What's the line?
6.5 for the Ravens. That's a fuck ton of points.
Where they playing at?
In Baltimore.
In Baltimore? It's cold.
So,
Who you got? I'll let you take the floor on that first. That's your team.
I like the Falcons to cover the points. The Ravens haven't been blowing nobody out. They still got Shamar Jackson at quarterback. Yeah, so I'm taking them to cover that. And I feel like the Falcons need this game, as they've needed several games, but they're pretty much in the same position because the Buccaneers lost.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a very winnable game.
Very.
Given where Baltimore is at right now, yeah.
Okay.
With Lamar Jackson, I wouldn't feel as comfortable with that.
I hear
at
you.
all.
Y'all know where I stand. You know where I stand.
Yeah.
I'm always FTF. Fuck the Falcons.
Yeah.
So with that being said, if you're gonna tell me you got Desmond Ridder on the road again in Baltimore in cold
Desmond
weather,
Ridder, that was another takeaway. Desmond Ridder started warming up,
mm-hmm.
right? He started playing better as the game progressed.
Mm-hmm.
After he settled down and kind of got his rhythm going, kind of, start mixing in his scrambles. I think when he first got back there, he trying to stay pocket. But then he started loosening up. He started going for some scrambles and start stretching the defense. I think, as he gets more comfortable, I can see him getting better. And he made some pretty good throws. He has a good connection with Drake London. So I feel like, it's a winnable game for them. And I feel like
winnable.
6.5 is a lot of points.
I don't think it's winnable. I think they can cover the spread because the Ravens have been doing a terrible
I'm
job
not going to take
covering
no
the
money
spread.
line.
Yeah,
I'm going to say that.
they're not winning
now.
that game then.
I'm not gonna take
They're
a
not
money
winning
line.
it. So you agree that they're not going to win?
I don't know that they're going to win.
You just said it was a very, very winnable game.
It is,
but you're not going to bet on.
But as far as the bets, I like them.
They're not going
point
to win that
spread.
game. They're not going to win that
I
game.
like covering the point spread.
Yeah, they will cover the spread. I agree with you. I think Atlanta will cover the spread, but I'm not betting my money, putting money on Atlanta ever again in life. So you can count me out of that, if anything. And I don't think that the Ravens are going to be able to cover that spread because they've been terrible against the spread.
Right.
So with that being said, I'm going to fade this game, and I'm going to watch some of it, and so I can laugh at Atlanta Falcons fans and talk shit later. Next, let's go.
Buffalo Bills versus the Chicago Bears.
What's the line?
The line is 8 for Buffalo.
Where is that?
It's in Chicago.
It's in Chicago. I think I'm gonna take the 8 plus 8. Chicago plus 8. These large spreads, man. I think the biggest spread last week was like 12. Like point differential between teams was 12. So that means a lot of the games are close.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna take. If anything, I'm gonna run Chicago on this one plus 8. I'm not saying it's gonna be one of my best bets, but I think I like Chicago to cover that.
I'm leaning towards Chicago if I had to pick, but I may end up fading this game because of the simple fact that Buffalo is already clinched and Chicago is already out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like neither side really has much to play for, so I don't really know how that's gonna go.
Teams like that, they play with pride, right? So you got Chicago, who's they like their team right now. They excited with Justin Fields. They let him play the game a little bit,
as
right?
they should be.
They've been playing close games. They just played the close games against Philly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Which is the best team in the league.
Which is why I'm leaning towards them covering. They have some
confidence there. They have some confidence there. Yeah,
it's hard to stop him because he get out. And he been making some plays.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll roll with +8 on that.
I like +8 if I had to choose, but I'm not 100% convinced that I even want to choose that game just because I don't know.
Scared.
It ain't that much to play for, so I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna come out. But yeah, next game I got Cincinnati Bengals versus the New England.
Who they?
Patriots. They in New England.
What you got?
Cincinnati. I'm feeling more Cincinnati in this game, but Patriots in the hunt. Patriots need this game. But I just seen them do the dumbest shit on earth last week.
Yeah.
Throwing that lateral pass 10 yards backwards.
That was awful.
With a tie game.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. I'll probably run Cincinnati on this one. Yeah. Cincinnati got more offensive firepower. Shit, they came down 17-0 against Tampa Bay on the road in Tampa Bay last week.
And I told you they was
and
beating
I think
Tampa Bay.
I think Tampa Bay is a better team than New England, right?
I'm not convinced.
So I'll take the Bengals on that. The Bengals are rolling right now. They can possibly and arguably be the best team in the AFC amongst the Chiefs and the Bills.
You said the 4-10 Buccaneers are better than the 7-7 Patriots.
Absolutely, so? I do. Absolutely.
Why?
Do you see how they play?
Have you seen how the Buccaneers play?
Yes, it's similar, but the Buccaneers have a better defense. Right. The only thing is offensively they're not connecting. The same thing with the New England Patriots.
Just like you sat there and told me the Indianapolis Colts gave up all them points to the Vikings. Their defense ain't that good. I mean, they just gave up 17
You
points.
got Tom Brady back there behind center. I'm good with Tom Brady over Mac Jones any day. And then who's calling the plays for New England? You got a defensive coordinator calling offensive plays for the New England Patriots.
Okay.
That shit don't make sense. And that's why the Patriots are struggling like they've been struggling. But in this game in particular, give me the Cincinnati Bengals. They hot. They're going to keep this thing rolling. -3. That's a field goal. I'm taking that all day long.
Okay. I agree with that. I definitely got Cincinnati in this game. I'm just more comfortable with Cincinnati over New England, especially how they've been playing over the past few weeks. They're back healthy. They moving. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they warming up at the right time going into the playoffs. So I like Cincinnati too.
Yeah. And they trying to catch that division too. They trying to win the division.
Yeah, I believe they trying to win out so that they can, be at the top and in the most optimal position. So I'm rocking with Cincinnati on that game. I don't know if the Patriots are gonna make it. They're on the bubble, but they probably gonna drop down. And somebody else gonna sneak in over them. So, next game, Detroit Lions versus the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. The line is 3.
Detroit -3?
Yes.
I like Carolina in this game. I like Carolina in this game at home.
I don't.
I think this is one of those games. I think this is one of those games because you got to think about it. Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers. They went to Seattle. They played very well. On the road against them, very well. Right. Steve Wilkes, head coach right now, interim head coach right now. He got these boys playing. They're playing. They're playing. I'm rolling with Carolina on the plus on the points. Give me Carolina. I know Detroit is hot. I understand that.
Fish grease.
But I think this is one of those spots in which they can lose.
Fish grease, baby. I just feel like they're both dogs. They both got some fight.
They got grit, yeah.
I just feel like a lion will beat a panther in a fight. And
hey, yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers. I'm gonna go with the Lions because they've been holding it down. Strong team. They're hotter than fish grease. I like them. They need to win just as much as Carolina need to win. So, and when taking all that in consideration, I like them. That is a tough call though. This is one of those games where you could easily fade it. Or if you're taking some plus points, it's not a bad bet because it might be a field goal game.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. I like it.
It might be a field goal game.
Jared Goff, he doesn't play as good on the road as he does at home. So I can see the Carolina Panthers, taking full control of this game and making something happen here.
I can see this game going overtime. I'm gonna say that right now.
It's one of those. Yeah,
it's one of those games where I can see it going overtime. So I'm not shitting on Carolina at all. If you taking them +3, it might not be a bad bet because the game might be 3. So
yeah,
shit, we both.
Hell, in these games they got playoff implications, right? So they still fighting for position to get in the playoffs.
Right,
both of them.
They need it. So
yeah.
I can feel that. I'm leaning towards Detroit though.
Okay.
Houston Texans versus the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are the favorite by 3 in Tennessee.
I don't know about the Titans, man. I don't know.
Shaky.
Only thing is, Tannehill's not playing. He's out. You got Malik Willis. He's going to start this week.
Okay.
Titans, they just came off of a loss. They've been losing lately.
A lot.
Kind of falling apart over there.
Yes.
They've been falling apart.
Yes. They have.
What's the line again? 3?
3. In
Tennessee. I'm going to take Tennessee. If I had to put my money on it, I would roll Tennessee at home. Give me Derrick Henry in the cold versus Houston. Houston can't stop the run for shit. That's one of their weak points. So if anything, it's gonna be low scoring. It's gonna be physical. I like Tennessee.
If I had to pick, I'd go Tennessee, but
it's a fade.
It's
a fade.
It might be a fade.
It might be a fade. We about to go to the barbershop on this one.
Yes, sir. Give me a temp. Let me go. Next game, New Orleans Saints versus the Cleveland Browns.
Forgot all about them. Saints been quiet. What's the
line?
I
told you.
What's the line?
3. And the Browns are the favorite by 3. This might be a good spot to pick the Saints.
Where they playing at?
In Cleveland, though.
Give me the Browns. Give me the Browns at home. I'll take the Browns. I think Deshaun Watson is starting to get a little bit more comfortable.
He should.
He getting a little bit more comfortable. He got a win last week. It was tough. It was tight. He managed to get his first win after fucking 2 years out the league.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But I think that's confidence building right there for him. And I just think the Saints, they're better play. They play better at home than anywhere else.
I agree with that.
I just think the Browns, they're a better team ultimately, especially at home. I'm taking the Browns. 3 points. I'm good with that.
Browns at home. Maybe I can see that. I mean, the Saints are back in the fight for the division because the Patriots are. I mean, I keep saying
the
Tom
Bucs.
Brady.
Yeah, the Bucs.
Buccaneers are 6-10, but everybody else in the division is 5-9. So, I think all of the teams in the division fight hard this week. So, I'm not completely counting them out of games, but this might be either take the Browns money line or the Saints on an alternate line type situation. But I do feel you do bring up a good point about them playing on the road. They are kind of
I'm taking Cleveland.
Maybe Cleveland money line. I'm gonna meditate on that one.
Yeah.
Next game we got your New York Giants versus the Minnesota Vikings.
What's the line?
4.
You know who I'm rolling with. Big Blue, let's go, G-Man. I'm taking the Giants +4, and I'm taking the money line. I'm hammering them. That's my best bet. But honestly, this is a tough game right here, right? It's, if the Giants go down two scores early, it's a wrap. We can't play good from behind. That's our issue. If we get behind early, the game is over. If we can take you all the way to the fourth quarter within one possession or have a lead, then we got a shot. I think this might be one of those games in which we can do that. Our defense been playing a little bit better. Our defensive line, our secondary been playing a little bit better. We ended up getting a turnover last week. So I think we got a good shot. We got some guys coming back on the defensive side.
Okay.
It's just offensively, we have to run the football. I think we can do that. We can work this thing out. But I think the best bet is going to be Giants +4. But if you don't like it, I would fade it.
Let's play devil's advocate. Just like the Giants can't get down 2 touchdowns, the Vikings are very capable of getting down 2 touchdowns and coming back.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers have done it.
Yeah.
So I can definitely understand the rationale of fading this game for sure, because that's a tough one. They both have a great shot at winning this game, so I think it's who won it.
Yeah, I think for us, man, I think we just we gotta win.
I feel like the Giants need this game a lot more than the Vikings need this game. So,
absolutely.
I could definitely see them, especially after that game that the Vikings, like, how much did they leave on the field last week? They did the same thing against the Bills. They came out intense in that overtime game, but fell flat the next week. I don't know how much energy they expended or what, but now they don't even need this game as much as the Giants need this game.
Right.
So I can definitely understand. I would take the Giants on the points.
Plus, yeah.
I don't know about taking them. I don't know about the Giants money line.
Hey man, underdogs, baby, let's go.
But 4 points, I might take that. So that's why I'm leaning. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning.
What we got next?
Seattle Seahawks versus the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City.
That's a big spread. What, 10? 10. Too many points.
It's way too many points.
So many points. Chiefs are going to win that game 100%.
The Chiefs don't even need that game, though.
They're going to win it, though. They're going to win it.
I don't know about no 10, though, because they've been slacking on them points.
Yeah. I don't know about the 10. They're going to win it, though. And that's just all I got to say. I'm not going to. And I don't trust Seattle to cover 10 either, to be completely honest.
Okay.
So this is probably one of those games I'm a fade. If anything, I might play a first half.
That's interesting. Bro.
Chiefs first half maybe, but other than that, I'm fading it overall on those points because that's a lot of points. And the Chiefs haven't been covering their spreads.
Chiefs ain't been
lately.
covering their
They
spreads.
haven't been covering.
If anything, this might be a game where I do a little alternate line sauce and add some points to Seattle. I got to meditate on how many I would like to add to make that maybe especially if you took it up to 2 touchdowns. But I think 10, just because Seattle, I think is capable of covering 10. How the Chiefs been playing, the Chiefs has not been. They've been winning some of these games, but they haven't been covering point spreads worth a damn. And they keep giving the Chiefs high point spreads like every week. So
yeah, I'm
leaning towards Seattle on the +10 on that one. That's a touchdown and field goal. That's doable for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next game we got the Washington Commanders versus the San Francisco 49ers in San Francisco.
Was it 7?
The point spread is 6.5.
6.5. I'm taking the 49ers.
Taking the 49ers 6.5?
Yeah, I'm taking the 49ers 6.5. The 49ers is an overall better team, man. I don't give a damn who's at quarterback. That offense, that offense as a whole is quarterback friendly.
See, you done switch your energy up now.
You know what I'm saying?
You done switch your energy up.
How so?
Because when Brady was on the field, you was like, Brady's gonna come out there and he gonna kick some ass and take some names. When they played against the 49ers, you had.
Did I say that? No, I didn't.
You picked Brady.
Yeah, I picked him. But I ain't say gonna kick ass and take names. No,
you was picking Brady,
and I probably didn't pick Brady. I don't even recall picking Brady, but we have to look back at the tape.
Yeah, I don't know.
Pull the tape. Pull the tape.
I might rewind the tape.
Pull the tape.
Put it in here somewhere.
Yeah, pull the tape. Because the 49ers defense is too much for Brady. I know that. It's the same thing for fucking Chris Heineke or Taylor Heineke, whatever his name is.
You know his fucking name.
Fuck him.
Y'all win round 2 of the duel, and now you don't know his name.
He's a scrub.
Right.
So, like, like I'm saying, like, the 49ers offense is very quarterback friendly. It doesn't matter who you put back in there, whether it's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Listen, Purdy's not that bad, bro.
He was dropping dimes. He got 2 wins. He's solid. They still got Christian McCaffrey is a little banged up a little bit. Mm-hmm. But other than that, man, their defense is going to carry him.
Purdy's not bad, bro.
Yeah.
He got an arm on him.
And he don't have to do much. Make a few throws here and he can run around. Like, he can get out the pocket. He's more mobile than Garoppolo, so that adds another element to their offense. Yeah. And then the Washington, I mean, obviously, I think Washington is getting Chase Young back on the D line. But other than that, man,
I'm not backing.
I don't see Washington doing much.
I don't know what Chase Young got going on, so I'm not banking on that. I do agree with you though. I don't necessarily like the points.
You don't like the spread too high.
That's my issue. I do think San Francisco wins. My issue is the 6.5 though. Washington need this game too, so don't get it fucked up.
They do, but I
feel like
it's Washington.
They right in the mix with y'all. Like, they in the mix.
They're gonna lose that game.
I can see them losing the game. I just don't know about that 6.5. That's my quarrel.
I got in at 7. I wish I would have waited.
If anything, I'll take a little bit higher money line. Number. I'll take the minus. What's that? Minus 300 or some shit.
Yeah,
I might be willing to take that money line for San Fran. So the next game, interesting: Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys.
No Jalen Hurts.
No Jalen. The Cowboys are the favorite by 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Fuck them. I
could have went undefeated for a fucking thrown pass to the stomach that bounces up in the air and gets pick six.
Walk off.
What the fuck is that?
Walk off.
The wide receiver pissed me off so bad.
So who you got in this game? Who you got? It's tough. Who you got?
Take me back to the barbershop, baby.
You fading it.
I'm fading it. I'm fading it.
I think Lord knows how much I want the Cowboys to lose this game, but I think they're going to win it. I think they'll win it.
They should, coming off a loss.
Yeah.
And no Jalen Hurts.
No Jalen Hurts. And this one for Philly, they don't need this game. They already clinched the division.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they may not be out there playing for much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You play for a little bit of pride or whatever, but you're not really.
If I have to pick, I'd go Cowboys on a bounce back on a money line.
Exactly.
On a money line.
Exactly.
Cowboys on a bounce back.
Exactly. But they will and can break your heart.
Yeah, they do.
So and break your bank too and break your pockets as they did last week.
Yes, they did.
So this one, definitely probably a barbershop play, but ultimately we might, if anything, you run Cowboys. I think Cowboys got the advantage. They're at home, and they need to bounce back. So I mean, that's the spot.
I can see that. I'm okay with that. The next game is the Sunday night game. The Las Vegas Raiders. No, not Sunday. Saturday. Sorry. Las Vegas Raiders versus the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh.
Who you got?
Point spread is 2.
Mm-hmm.
Raider stock, man, going up.
I'm taking Pittsburgh at home. Give me Pittsburgh at home, 2 points. They're running the ball, control the ball, run the ball. The Raiders, they kind of do the same thing, but they fall apart. You pressure Derek Carr, and he's in trouble. He's throwing picks. You know what I mean? He's making bad decisions. He's trying to force the ball to Devontae Adams, shit like that. For me, I'm going to roll with Pittsburgh on that one, -2 at home.
Yeah, give me Tomlin at home. I'm going to go Pittsburgh, too. All right, man. Next game up, we have the Green Bay Packers versus the Miami Dolphins by 3.5 in Miami.
Go Pack, go. Nah, man, this is a good game to watch. Miami, they've been losing lately. I think they lost the last 4 games.
But they were on the road, though.
They lost the last 3-4 games on the road. That's true. And these last teams that they played have been fucking great teams. Good teams, actually. Playoff teams. They played their asses off against Buffalo. But
yeah, they did.
Geez, it's just something about me that doesn't want to go against Aaron Rodgers right now.
Yeah, I mean, you love the traditional quarterbacks, you know.
Yeah, he's building a good relationship with his receivers right now. I know that was the conversation in the beginning of the year, and that was the issue and the struggle in the beginning of the season, was these young guys, they don't know what they're doing, and this and that. But I think he's building a better connection with them. You got Romeo Dobbs, you got Christian Watson. Like, these dudes, they're balling out right now. So I think I'm gonna take Green Bay on the plus side with this. Miami, they gotta win this game. It's a must win for Miami, but I think Green Bay is probably gonna pull this thing out, make it close. They probably gonna run the ball a little bit more. Yeah, so I'm gonna run with Green Bay here. I think Green Bay's defense is a little shaky though, very shaky this season, and that's the main issue. But I'm gonna take Green Bay, man. I'm gonna take Aaron Rodgers to take this thing home and make it happen. I'm gonna take Green Bay on the plus side.
Green Bay
scary.
It is scary.
Risky.
Green Bay looked solid in their last game. However, not gonna lie, I'm leaning towards Miami Dolphins money line. I feel like it's about time for them to have a bounce back win. They went on a long road trip. They played very well against Buffalo in the cold. So them back at home. I think it's about time for them to win a game. I like a money line.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm leaning.
I might go to the barbershop on that one.
Denver Broncos versus the Los Angeles Rams in Los Angeles. The Broncos are the favorite by 3.
What they say? Broncos country. Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride. Give me the Broncos, man. The Rams, they're going to compete. I'm going to be honest with you. The Rams, they're going to compete. They're going to compete.
I mean,
it's a barbershop play.
It's a barbershop play.
It's a barbershop
It's a garbage bowl.
I think we're gonna go to the barbershop on this one, but I think if I had to pick a side, it's in Denver.
No,
it's in LA.
It's in LA. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, it's hard to pick a side.
Don't need to stress yourself out about this, because clearly these teams have been stressing themselves out all season. They're 4-10.
Yeah, they both trash.
So, no need to stress yourself out about this one. If I had to lean, I'd go Broncos, but
I would lean Broncos, but I'm gonna probably go to the barbershop.
It might be time to call your best barber.
Yeah, we barbershopping.
And go get a nice fade.
Yeah.
So, next game, Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Arizona Cardinals.
That's a lot of points.
7.5.
It's a lot of points.
Have they seen the Buccaneers play this season?
Yeah, but the Cardinals organization is falling a fucking part. Like, it was reported today that Cliff Kingsbury, he's not happy because the ownership doesn't have his back or some shit, doesn't support him enough. So he's not happy. So it's like, and then you got Kyler Murray, he's not there. It's a lot of drama going on in Arizona right now.
Yeah, it's a reality TV show.
Yeah, it's a lot of drama there.
It's fitting they ended up on Hard Knocks.
Yeah, it's a lot of drama there. But I agree. That's a lot of points for Tampa Bay. I do think they may have the capability to do it because of who Arizona's starting quarterback is. But for this one, this is a lot of points, man. It's a lot of points. And then what's scary about it is Tampa doesn't score a lot of points at all. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't see where they're going to get their points at. Are they going to all of a sudden just have this connection and put up 35? Like, I don't know.
I'll say this, going back to what you said as Tampa Bay winning the division, they better win this game.
They're going to win the game. They're going to win the game for sure.
Better win.
Yeah, they're going to win. They're going to win the game. They're not going to lose this.
They shouldn't.
No, they're not going to lose.
I don't think they should. But I don't think they about to cover no 7.5 points.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't know.
That's a lot.
I don't know about them covering 7.5 the way they've been playing.
You know what?
Them winning
I'm
the game.
taking Tampa to cover the points.
You taking them to win
I'm
the
taking
game?
Tampa to cover.
I mean,
Yep.
Cardinals beat up. Cardinals are beat up. They should be able to cover 7.5.
Yeah.
They should be able to cover 7.5. I just don't.
I'm not going to be a bitch about it. I'm going to take the points. Give me Tampa minus 7.5. Because the Cardinals, they're going to fall apart. They falling apart, man. Falling apart.
Might buy it up and take the Cardinals by 9. Not going to lie. Yeah, we're going to see. But that's the Sunday night Christmas Day game. We're going to take it to Monday night, and we got the Chargers versus the Colts in Indianapolis.
What's the spread?
4.5.
Who's the favorite?
The Chargers.
Chargers. Give me the Chargers, man.
Yeah, you know where I'm going.
Give me the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers.
Go Bolts.
Yeah, I like Justin. I like Herbie, man. Give me Justin
Bolts
Herbert.
Up, man.
Yeah, bolts up. Give me the Chargers. Nothing else to be said about that.
Yeah, bolt up. Then that's the whole rundown.
Is it?
You know, that's the whole rundown for this week.
Yeah, it's a lot of games that's a little shaky. A lot of fades. A lot of games that you should probably stay away from. I don't even know if I'm gonna have a best 8. We'll see what we have.
We're gonna see if it's a best 8. You know, we're gonna pull it together and see what we have.
Yeah, try to put some shit together and see. But I do like what's going on this week. I like the Saturday games.
Yeah.
Like the Saturday slates. Like the Sunday slate too. So I think right now, like all these games, they mean something to most teams. So we're gonna see some good competitive games, some weird shit like we saw last week. So let's get into these goddamn.
All right, man.
We here.
You said you ready.
I'm ready.
So let the people know, man. What's your best bets?
All right. So I was able to squeeze a good 8.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, for this week. This is what I got.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be a homer and always pick my Giants. You know, that's just what I do. So I got the Giants +4.
Mad bias.
I got the Cleveland Browns -3. It's good value there.
Okay.
The Bengals -3.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears +8. The Steelers -2. The Packers +3.5. The Buccaneers -8. And last but not least, the Chargers -4. And those are my 8 picks for the week.
There's a couple in there.
I ain't scared.
You ain't got to be scared to make it. But, I mean, you know, I'm going to run down mine. All right. Tell you what I got. I got the Chargers money line.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Dolphins money line. The Steelers money line. The 49ers money line.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals money line. Detroit Lions money line. I got the Giants +4. And I have the Atlanta Falcons +7.5. I bought a point.
As you should. Buy as many points as you can.
I think we only need one.
Keep buying.
No. No. Baltimore don't be scoring that many points. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with it.
Not bad. I mean, some of mine, I'm going to do money line bets on them too.
Some of them, I don't necessarily have an issue with the games you pick. It's just I would have just faded that game.
Yeah. But, you know.
I mean, but I don't necessarily have too much of an issue with the sides you pick. I don't like all them points on the Buccaneers.
I think they can win by 10 in Arizona.
They should be able to.
I think they will.
If they are a playoff team, as you say,
they will.
They'll win this game by 10.
They will.
If the Buccaneers don't win this game by double digits,
I'm going to go down there and kick Tom Brady's ass myself.
You going to personally deliver the smackdown to Tom Brady?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to fuck him up.
Did you decide what you want to bet on them winning?
Yeah, I did.
What did you want to bet on them winning?
Oh, no. I always talk me and you. But,
yeah.
I mean, we can talk about it off air, but yeah.
You said that. I think he's getting scared.
I ain't scared of shit. They still going to win.
You don't call me the new rule. We had a homeboy that was the guru, where all his sauce ran out. So
anyway,
I'm gonna be the new rule.
Anyway, hey man, we appreciate y'all for checking in. That's week 16?
Yeah.
Week 16 NFL plays. This is the No Hedging podcast.
Yes,
Make
sir.
sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes,
Talk
sir.
your shit. Last week we did good. This week we expect to do better. So yeah, man.
I won 7-1. I came with a P code on today because I came dressed for business.
7-1,
if you wanna
5-3.
If you want to win, put Booby in.
That's it.
That's what the saying says. And I'm Booby.
But yeah, until next time, man. Appreciate you guys for watching, listening, and be on the lookout for the next episode, man. As we start getting into the end of the season.
Yes, sir.
We out.
Taking the wells to get my wrist froze. They selling my soul to get gets a goal. They rapping like digit to pin niggas off. I heard all your lyrics and all this shit soft. How to put you on verses to take your shit off. All this capping and rapping, man. How this shit happen?